guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. I don't know what I'm going to do in this video, but basically I'm just going to do random stuff. So yeah, probably just this. Dolphy!
Hi, I'm Robert, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A is spicy chicken biscuit.
I don't fucking care. I like you, Chick-fil-A, but I don't fucking care about that biscuit.
Alright, welcome to this month's Jack's Looks Geography subreddit video. This subreddit is very new, we have 10,000 members so far, but if you want to come and join and post something for me to react to, and upvote the fun post, downvote the crap ones, then the link is at the top of the description. Top post this month, painting country flags on rocks. Ooh, how delightful. You've done such a nice job. Look at the Star of David, look at the Maltese cross. Right, shall I potentially embarrass myself right at the start of the video by trying to name every single flag? Okay, Bangladesh, Nigeria, Sweden, Turkey, USA, South Korea, Germany, Hungary? Yep, just checking, we're good. Malta, Italy, France, Switzerland, Israel, Palau, Iceland, Japan, Finland, Georgia, UK, Lithuania, and finally Ukraine. Wait, take back Lithuania, take back Lithuania. I'm locking in Colombia. Lithuania doesn't count. The yellow at the top of the Lithuanian flag threw me off for a moment. It was a moment of madness, alright? Can we just all move on from it and not talk about it anymore? Found this in a shop, thought Jack would love it. Asia. I'd have that, I'd wear that in pajamas. Perhaps I should make a new line of incorrect geography-related merchandise. No one wants that, Jack. World's map of borders. Oh, I've never seen a border-related map like this before. That must have been a right faff on to get accurate. Look at Russia, it's like a big spider. Oh, very nice. And great job on all the flags as well. If this post gets 100 upvotes, Jack needs to go to this island in Equatorial Guinea. What are you talking about? You can't just control me like that. You know how much effort it is to actually go to that island in Equatorial Guinea, Africa. It requires more than 100 upvotes. Is it nice though? Bioko, let's have a look. Do you know what? It does look quite nice, to be fair. I did make a very stupid promise that I would go to Equatorial Guinea when I reached 1 million subscribers, and I've since realised just how hard and complicated that would be. Basically, me and Becky have two very elderly dogs, so we're kind of limited on how much we could travel while they're still kicking about, but I want to do lots and lots of travelling in the future, alright? I would love to go to Bioko. Has anyone else noticed how Wales looks like a man in a hat pointing accusingly at Waterford? Oh my god, they are so right. That is literally a little man in a hat pointing at this area, which I assume is Waterford. Wait, is that Anglesey? It is Anglesey, so when you zoom in, you can see that the man has actually been decapitated, which is sad. But look at that, when you zoom in, it gets kind of scary. Like, he's got a mouth and everything. That is terrifying. Ain't no way they got London, Paris, Poland, and Banana. What? These are places in Kiribati. Oh my god, I need to see that as well. You could bet we're going to Banana on Google Street View. Challenge number 1, however, find Kiribati on a map. Okay, there's Hawaii. See, I think it's like, it's here, isn't it? Yes, there we go. Oh, it's kind of tiny. It's so cute when you zoom in on it. Oh my god, I want to go here. This would be amazing. Look at that. Poland, Paris, London, Banana. So I assume they're just named after the nationalities of people that found Kiribati hundreds of years ago, but I cannot explain Banana one bit. Let's have a look on a photosphere. Here we go. Oh, it's the airport. Oh my gosh, that is a small airport. Oh my god, it'd be amazing to go here, wouldn't it? We'll go to Mutu Upoa instead. Whoa, who's that little fella there having a nice time? It's kind of cloudy at Kiribati, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Wow, this place is so isolated. You can't even see it. Isn't it just absolutely incredible, all the different places in the world? Learning the actual flag meanings, creating your own flag meanings. Hey, let's be honest, in most cases, creating my own mnemonic is the most efficient way of learning a flag, alright? Because there are so many flags, like the Estonian flag, that are just trying to represent the winter, or the sky, or the sea, or whatever. So you're just gonna get it all mixed up unless you're making your own meanings. Africa, according to most Americans, Africa, and then Madagascar is the movie with the pink still won't have learned capital cities. This was posted on Drew's subreddit. Collab between Drew and Jack Sucks Geography. Yeah, we still need to do it. What do you want us to do in our collab? I have done another geography related collab with some other YouTubers though. Spaghetti Road invited me to do a geography quiz with some few other people. And I think he's editing that at the moment, so you'll have to give it a watch. I was definitely the worst there though, okay, so don't be me. Definitely nothing wrong here, just a normal map. Oh, for God's sake, I hate these kind of posts, but I still would really like to notice what is wrong with it. What is it then? Is there a country missing? I'm never going to be able to spot it, am I? Oh my God, I've spotted it. You've swapped New Zealand and Japan. I've actually finally spotted one of these. And everyone's going over age, your man, his salary at Jack to learn capsules of the world. At this point, it's kind of really funny just seeing how much other obscure, boring stuff I can learn before doing the capitals of the world. Like, imagine if I learned all of the Dutch overseas territories before I learned what the capital of Slovakia was. Yes, that sounds great. Quick maths. Hungary plus Romania equals the Seychelles. That is actually quite a nice way of remembering the Seychelles flag colours and their order. All I can see now is Romania and Hungary. The USA divided by 50 equals the flag of Chile with just one star. Uruguay minus Argentina plus the Shetland Islands equals Greece. Bit of a stretch, that one. I think we should move on. Most used colour combinations. A nicely put together graph there. I like it. I love little Nepal sneaking about on the top there as well. I made every Caribbean country's flag Nordic. That must have took a while. Okay, let's see if we can guess that. This one is the Bahamas. Yes, that's right. And then this one would be... I don't know. Oh, it's Cuba. It's written down the bottom right. I'm using my finger and I'm covering it up so I don't cheat. That one is Haiti. That one would be Dominican Republic, I think. Yes, followed by Jamaica. Don't need to check that one. That one's going to be Antigua and Barbuda, followed by Barbados, followed by Grenada. No, St. Kitts and Nevis. Oh, that one is St. Lucia. Oh, how dare you. Followed by Dominica. I can't remember this one. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Okay, fair enough. That one is Trinidad and Tobago. And finally, that's Grenada. Cool. Does Grenada have that little centerpiece in it? I've never noticed that before. It kind of looks like Pac-Man sticking his tongue out. It was an honour to be present at the debut. My aunt's wedding. This is what he wore. The Jack Sucks Geography subreddit video debut. Yes, stepping it up. Very nice. Oh, see, you ironed it and everything. Great stuff. Yes, who knows how long this Reddit series will go on for. Could be another 100 episodes, so you should feel honoured that you were here for episode 1 and 2. Oh no, that's a bad screenshot. This must be from a while ago. I can't believe I've not been sent this before now. I was trying to name countries in Asia and I went with Quebec. I meant Qatar, okay? I was young, I was foolish. Leave me alone. Map of the world, but it's all South America. Weirdly it works, doesn't it? That looks pretty normal. Getting a gold play button? Well, take it or leave it, to be honest. Beating Fiji in subscribers. Oh, what is Fiji's population? 896,000. That is our goal. We need to get more subscribers than the population of Fiji. If you've not yet subscribed
Well, you successfully did it, Jack.
to this channel, please do. I upload so much content on Jack Sucks Geography. There's 2 or 3 videos a week. It's all free content. I'd really appreciate you clicking that button, just in case you haven't already. Oh no, here's another mistake I made. So it was a map of the German Empire, but because it said Austria-Hungary here, just because that's the country that bordered the German Empire at the time, my silly brain thought it was a map of the German Empire, and obviously it's not. I know where Germany is, I know the shape of Germany. That was really, really stupid, and I was so embarrassed about it, I actually...
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and exclusive access to all things VIP.
Edited it out of the video after it had been released. I went into YouTube Editor and I just cut it out, and all of the comments calling me an idiot, they just stopped right there and then. No one will ever know. Oh man, can I touch you? Iran? No. That looks so weird. I love it. Just finished school for the year and I got it as a reward. Congratulations that you got the Knowing Every Country Possible award. I probably loved at school when they made these like specific awards for people. It's so cute. Well done. Congratulations on being a nerd. I drew a flag map of Europe. I accidentally got Belarus's flag wrong. Oh, imagine getting something wrong when drawing a map of Europe. That's so embarrassing for you right now. Did you know that in 2027 there is going to be a new country called Bougainville, which is currently a part of Papua New Guinea? Yes, I did, and I'm hyped about it, to be honest. What an epic moment that'll be when the Sporkle quiz changes to 198 instead instead of 197. I'll do a whole video where I learn all 198 countries of the world. But what's weird is, why do they have to wait till 2027? That's 5 years away. That is such a long time. If they've said they want to be a new country now and everyone's been like, yeah, that sounds fine, then why do they not get to be a new country now? What takes 5 years? I get like 6 months to write some forms and stuff. For 5 years? The Geography channel will probably be dead in 5 years. I'll have to come back just to do this one video. Oh, I'm sick of it. Get it together, Papua New Guinea and Bougainville Island. Come on. Whoa, guys, why is everything shaking? Oh my god, it must be time for Jack's Geography Interlude. Right, we're going to do a Worldle for the first time in ages, and I'm going to be honest, I have absolutely no idea what this is. I've never seen little borders be displayed on a country on Worldle before. I feel like this might be something massive. I don't know. Oh god. Let's look through the list for some inspiration. What do? Do we go Caribbean maybe? Yeah, let's do it. Honestly, this is just a random guess. Okay, not too far. Actually, we're pretty far. 6,000 miles away, so that means it's towards Europe, right? Do you know what? I'm going to try Russia, okay? I know this is a weird one, but I don't think it's Russia. I just want to see what they... 6,000 kilometers that way? What the... Where the hell is this? I can't believe I've waited a month for this. I'm so stressed right now. Do they have the Faroe Islands? Yes, let's give that a go. Guess. Right, that's somewhat in the middle, okay. So it's south from the Faroe Islands. I have no idea where this is. I think it's probably a territory that I've not learned. Right, I know this is wrong. I'm just literally guessing because I want to get to the end of it and find out what the correct answer is. Oh my god, hang on. Could it be Guernsey? I'm going to try Guernsey. Oh my god, here we go. Oh my god. It was Guernsey! We actually did it! The scale really threw me off. It's the fact that the borders, it looks like the size of the USA. I bet a few of you got that one, fair play. I'm glad that I actually did technically do that before it ended. That was stressful, I'm stressed right now. Oh my god, look at this, you actually learnt the capitals, or at least most of them anyway. You were 4 away from doing it. How many of these do I know? Barely any. Oh, the capital of Djibouti is Djibouti though, so I will remember that one. Oh god, yeah, that's just too hard, guys. It's the spelling, I don't have to do the spelling, guys. Guess the 2 mixed flags, answer on the last page. Alright, Japan and South Korea, India and Canada. Then we've got Qatar and Portugal, I think, followed by, Democratic Republic of Congo and Argentina, I suppose. Then we've got Afghanistan and Iraq, I think, followed by China, Papua New Guinea, and let's see if we were right. First one's right, second one's right. Third one, you allowed Bahrain or Qatar, but I think you should only technically be accepting Qatar based on the number of triangles. I'm just saying. Namibia and Argentina, I did not get Namibia, I said DRC like a fool. Iran and Saudi Arabia I also got wrong, which is stupid actually. I was thinking of the Taliban flag and I got mixed up. And then we got the last one. Alright, not bad. Flag of Sicily, but it's Jack. I think that's a good time to end the video. Thank you very much for watching this month's geography video. That's right, they're only once a month.
Ukraine.
A registered nurse.
A software engineer.
A graphic designer.
A data analyst.
An accountant.
A cybersecurity expert.
In this video, we will tell you about famous inventions from different countries.
Dolphin! Look at me! Dolphin!
Maps I find impressive. I love how Africa's third longest river takes such a long route to get to the sea from the source in southern Guinea. So the River Niger could just go straight across from Sierra Leone to get to the Atlantic Ocean, but instead it goes... Why is that? That's weird. It most popular sport in every country in the world. Oh, this is interesting. So football just dominates literally every single country in Africa, almost everywhere in Europe. Ice hockey actually wins in Finland, which is interesting, as well as Canada, but that makes sense. Also, does this look like a clownfish to anyone else? Will you receive food as a guest at someone's house? Okay, so apparently it's very unlikely that you would be given food if you lived in Scandinavia. And even in England and Wales it would be unlikely for you to be given food as you were a guest. I disagree with that one, because in my experience, every single time I went to my grant's, he would make me a white breaded cheese and cucumber sandwich. Also, Iceland, what are you doing down there, you silly little thing? That's not where you go. Get out of here, Iceland. Map of Assassin's Creed Valhalla compared to modern England. I do enjoy when games do this. That is fantastic. I mean, there is a lot of attention to detail there. I'm sure scale-wise it's way smaller, but they've got all the little lumps in the right place. It's wonderful. Percentage of population absolutely certain that God exists in Europe versus in the US. Oh.
The interstate highway shields hide within them long-forgotten knowledge. As our great ancestors could navigate by the signs in the sky before the creation of the compass, so too before GPS could they navigate by these signs. Come with me and learn how to navigate the constellations created across a continent by the interstate highway system. First are the interstate majors, beginning with I-90 from Seattle to Boston, the longest and northernest of all the I's. Then the southernest, Jacksonville, Florida to Santa Monica, California, I-10. Interstate majors that run east-west are double digits ending in 0. The bigger, the northerner. So, filling in the rest, the next northernest is San Francisco, California to Teaneck, New Jersey, I-80, and the next southernest, Florence, South Carolina to Kent, Texas, I-20. Then Cove Fort, Utah to Baltimore, Maryland, I-70, and Little Rock, Arkansas to Fort Worth, Texas, I-30. Okay, so that one is the most minor of the majors, and it doesn't quite fit as well with the rest, with its diagonality. But I'm confident it's the lone exception, and not foreshadowing. Next, Barstow, California to Wilmington, North Carolina, I-40, then I-50 and I-60, which don't exist. See, there are older highways than the interstate system, slower other ways not built to the interstate's book of exalted construction codes. These are called U.S. highways or U.S. routes, the most famous of which is Route 66, and these use the United States numbered highway system, which put the old U.S. Route 50 and 60 right in the middle. The Department of Transportation knew that only the most devout roadway anoraks would be attuned to the difference between interstates and routes, and normals would simply look at the
It's funny.
number. To simplify everyone's life, DOT skipped interstates 50 and 60 to avoid minds getting muddled in the middle of America. That's the east-west interstate majors coverage. Now on to north-south, the longest of which is Maine to Miami, Florida, I-95, which, like all majors, no exception surely, are double digits, but ending in 5 now to indicate verticality. On the opposite coast, San Diego, California to Blaine, Washington is I-5. Okay, so already that's not double digits, but maybe officially it has a leading 0, but just not on the sign, right, Department of Transportation? No? Okay, well, then I-5 has a leading 0 in our hearts. The rest of the north-south interstate majors are Petersburg, Virginia to Montgomery, Alabama, I-85, a bit of a sister route to I-30, San Diego, California to Sweetgrass, Montana, I-15, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan to Hialeah, Florida, I-75, Las Cruces, New Mexico to Buffalo, Wyoming, I-25, then I-45 from Houston, Texas to Dallas, Texas. Contrary to popular belief, interstates don't have to be interstate interstates. They can be intrastate interstates. The obvious examples are Hawaii and Alaska, which have intrastate interstates, but also Puerto Rico, which has an extra-state intrastate? I mean, I guess technically it's an extra inter-unincorporated territory? Anyway, these three being physically disconnected from the rest of the network use a different numbering system with letters. But back on the continent, there are in fact way more intrastate interstates than interstate interstates. Most are the interstate minors we will get to, but I-45 is notable for being the only interstate major that's intrastate. Finishing up the north-south majors, it's Texas again and Laredo to Duluth, Minnesota, I-35, then Chicago, Illinois to La Place, Louisiana, I-55, and finally hop over to Mobile, Alabama up to Gary, Indiana on I-65. Together, the interstate major constellation with its shining numbers lets you navigate the nation. The lower the numbers, the more south and west you are, the higher north and east. If it ends in 0, you're traveling horizontally, and if it ends in 5, vertically. Very satisfying. Now, there are scores of lesser connecting constellations as well. These are interstate minors and use 3 digits to communicate their navigational secrets. Interstate minors diverge from a major and have their last 2 digits match the major from whence they came. Then, if the first digit is even, that means the interstate minor will eventually connect back to its parent major. For example, as I-70 crosses the nation, I-670 diverts in Kansas City, Missouri, but eventually circles back to connect to I-70 in Kansas City, Kansas. Even-numbered minors are often called bypasses when they bypass something, or beltways when they encircle something. An interstate minor that starts with an odd number warns that it will not connect back to its parent. This is called a spur. Example, as I-90 goes past Buffalo, I-190 diverges, and the odd digit lets you know you won't be coming back, instead plunging one way into the wilds of Canada. Nice! Though sometimes a spur won't just go nowhere, it will instead connect back to another interstate major. In this case, which of the double digits are used as the base of the
covered in milk chocolate. Work it, wafers.
Welcome back to this week's Jackson's Live video. It's been another busy week. We got this fella on the main channel. Is it beautiful? We finally removed the hideous pink wrap on my Tesla over on the Jack Massey Welsh channel. We surpassed 700,000 subscribers on Jack Sucks at Geography. And I got a new shelf. Look at that. Very nice. I also noticed that this image has been added to the side of the Jack Sucks at Life subreddit, so that's excellent. Alright, let's go on with the top post of the week. Oh, you've done it! You've made it a thing! Let's make this format a thing. It's me looking with my glasses on and off. Great stuff. I reckon I nailed those two pictures. Like, that's absolutely spot on. And also, if you see any more mini countries inside of countries like this one, you've got to let me know about it. Look at this. All I need to do is look at it for 6 seconds. I get 500,000 views. Whoa! There is no need for this. Let's be honest, it's true. No Context Jack Sucks at Life is actually just a better Jack Sucks at Clips. Have some respect for Jack Sucks at Clips. Look at this. The channel's having a banging month. Look at the views going up. What a delight. Go on. Jack uploads a Reddit video. It's over 10 minutes. Your post's in the video. It has a geography interlude. What? Look, we don't want to peak too early on the geography interlude. Let's wait and see. On the 22nd of June 2022 at 5:28 CET, Jack Sucks at Geography won the war against Jack Sucks at Life. Nope, you ruined that. You've screwed that up. I can't believe you were specific enough to say 5:28 PM, but you said life instead of stuff. It's embarrassing, that really. It's quite sad. Oh, hang on, this is still going. My very long channel name has been disqualified. Not too many channels left. Look, I'm placing a £5 bet on Turd Boy 420 winning the whole thing, alright? Bye-bye, pink Tesla. Yes, look at that. It's all back to being boring again and unnoticeable, so I can go wherever I want and not worry about loads of people looking at me and judging me. Genuinely, right? It's invigorating. I've been nipping out all week just to run little errands here and there. Don't mind me, I don't have a pink car I need to worry about. It's been great. What's that? Me and Becky fancy a little trip to B&Q? Let's take the Tesla, why not? Jack Sucks at Espanol is actually literally Jack Sucks at Life Stuff Geography, but in Spanish because yes. Jack, you can now get the record. Jack, in your recent Jack Sucks at Stuff video, you said Tom Simons has the record for the fastest channel to 100k. I just want to tell you that he doesn't. He created the Tom Simons channel on April 1st and it reached 100k on June 1st. It's just that it took 10 minutes after he promoted it. Yeah, so there's blurred lines, isn't there, for like a record of fastest channel to reach 100k, because you've got to work out, should the timer start from the point at which you promote the channel, or should it start from the point at which the channel's created? I personally think the record should be measured based on the point at which the channel gets its first subscriber. That's got to be the fair.
Hi, Dorothy. Come look at Dorothy.
The hair on.
You
got your fans on over there?
Come look at the cute
Hello,
Dorothy in her
sweetheart.
natural habitat.
Hello, how are you? There's your water. I'll get you a little bit more. Now, fireworks might be going off. You might or might not hear them. I don't know. Maybe you won't hear them. And you won't be scared.
Yeah, because this is playing.
You can make the channel, you can schedule all the videos and stuff to
tonight.
Dorothy, be prepared for fireworks.
Whoa,
She's already huddling down.
What kind of work?
promote it, and then the timer begins as soon as it starts getting
what are you
subscribers.
doing?
That must be the fairest way of doing it. So maybe that could be a future Guinness World Record that we attempt. Wi-Fi drops down by 1 bar. YouTube video quality. Look at me and Peter Parker side by side. I nailed those stills. I did a cracking job. Only OGs remember. Will's the king. Where's your bling? Crowd yourself to winner before you even start this thing. Jack, care to explain? Stop sending me this image, alright? It was a long time ago. It really was not that long ago at all. Stop sending me this image. I decided to draw similar flags as I was bored. If I missed any, please post in the comments. You've done a delightful job. I'm starting to think I may need to create a second geography subreddit. We might be getting a bit too many geography-related posts on the Jack Sucks Stuff Reddit, and it's just going to end up alienating people that aren't actually that bothered about geography. Yeah, there we go. That's better. We need more of this. Well, no, something sad, by the way, guys. You might remember this Tommy in a Mystery Box video that I did a month ago. I said in that video I'd give away a few of these business cards to some people that commented on the video. So I reached out to 5 different people, because I have, like, a few different cards. None of them replied. So I'll tell you what, comment on this video, and I will pick 4 people to...
I'm promoting my channel, Duffy, in the comment section. Got it. But what about this? Delete button and also the edit button.
To win one of these cards, and I'll sign it. Tommy won't sign it, though. He's far away from here. here, but I'll sign it. People who aren't interested in geography watching this sub become a geography subreddit. Yeah. Maybe going forward, the geography stuff has to relate back to me in some way, or it needs to go somewhere else. Maybe that's fair enough. Friend, how's it me with me snail? It is. Look, I found a snail in the garden, and we hung out for a bit, and we had like some great laughs and stuff, and then he went on his merry way again. It was a lovely afternoon. The 1 million subscribers award, who cares about that anymore? We're all about the 1 million unsubscribers award. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Doesn't this thing look amazing, by the way? I mean, a lot of you commented saying that it looks better than a real award, because you're right, it does. It is literally just a slightly more high quality version. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. The video's doing epic as well. Look at that. Oh, it's also got subtitles. Very fancy. So yeah, thanks to Becky, doing a great job editing the video. Thanks to Jason for manufacturing the award. And thanks to Lego Duck, who made the little animation at the end. Very nice. When you're in a Reddit video. Oh my god, it's me! I'm in the video! That reminds me, check out #1 reaction channel on YouTube. That's right, I've been churning them out. You go wild for them as well, thank you for the support. A small minority are worried that I will just become a reaction channel, which is not something that I would like to do. So I think going forward, the reaction videos that I do on Jack Sucks' stuff and on Jack Sucks' Geography, they'll be like extra videos.
These are the bomb. And they're air popped, not fried.
How rare is your body? Okay, we're off. Only 91% of people have this. Clockwise hair whirl. Right, play along at home. Let me take a picture of my hair whirl. Wait, hang on a second. That's anti-clockwise, right? Am I in the 8.4% of people that have an anti-clockwise hair whirl? That's incredible. Only 83% of people can roll the tongue.
I can.
Oh, that's easy. No problem. I love thinking about how many thousands of people are currently sat staring at their phones going... Only 65% of people have looped fingerprints. Do I
think I do.
Is that a loop? I feel like that is a loop. Only 43% of people can speak more than one language.
I can. Hold up. I did speak Chinese before too.
I currently can only speak the one. I am trying to learn though. 35% of...
Well, I am planning on learning Greek, just like letters. When I'm planning on learning, what was I planning on learning? Spanish with my mum.
People don't have wisdom teeth. I'm still inconclusive on that one. Gleeking. What is gleeking? Oh, is that the cool thing where your tongue like sprays liquid outwards? Discharge a long, thin stream of liquid through the teeth or from under the tongue. Oh man, I feel like a lizard when that happens. It's always accidental, but I can do that one. This is kind of gross, isn't it? Only 35% of people have 20/20 vision. Alright guys, no need for that. Only 30% of people have a whorl fingerprint. Oh, okay,
I actually think I have 4 fingerprints actually. Actually, I do have like 20/21 vision.
do not have that. 30% of people can flare their nostrils. I can't flare my nostrils in the slightest, but my girlfriend Becky's fantastic at it. We'll insert a clip. There we go, wasn't that good? Only 25% of people have dimples. I think I've got dimples on one side. Look, hang on. Wait, where's my dimples gone? Is that beautiful? This line here? It's not on this side. And it's on this one. Does that count? I'm not sure. Only 25% of people have perfect teeth. Alright, we'll move on from that one. Hitchhiker's thumb. You don't have me there. Raise one eyebrow. Only 24% of people can raise one eyebrow. Get out of here. No way is that only 24%. Look. See that? I'm having a whale of its just poke yourself in the eye. Only 22% of people can wiggle one ear. I don't think I can. Wait, I mean... It's doing it, but it's when I move my mouth, so I don't think that counts. Only 20% of people are double jointed. Okay, so we're starting to get to pretty rare stuff here. Gap in front teeth, I do not have. Wiggle both ears, I guess we don't count that one. Only 14% of people can do the clover tongue. Whoa. Okay. No, can't do that one. I can do this. That's kind of cool, right? Palmaris. That one's making me feel uncomfortable, so I'm just gonna scroll past it. Whoa, what is that word? Tatrachomasi can see huge range of colours. Well, I assume I can't do that, but
I can.
maybe I can, who knows? Only 12% of people dream in black and white. That's very interesting, isn't it? Only 11% of people have curly hair. Got very straight hair when I don't have any stuff in it. Only 10% of people have a bigger second toe. Ooh. See, I feel weird about showing my feet these days because some of you people put it on websites, but my second toe is ever so slightly bigger than my big toe. So I'll take that. 10% of people, very rare. Also, in the 10% of people that are left-handed, definitely do not have no cavities. Only 10% of people have a coffee colour birthmark. Very interesting. Only 10% of people can touch their tongue with their nose. Yep, can't do that. Whoa, Darwin's tubercle? What's Darwin's tubercle? It's like an ear that kind of like folds over in an uneven way. Yeah, do not have that one. Don't have that one. Oh, there we are though. 8.4% counterclockwise hair whorl. Arched fingerprints, only 5%. Yeah, unfortunately not. Ouchie belly buttons, 4%. Only 3% of people have an X on both palms. Hold the phone. Ooh, that is an X there, isn't it? I mean, there's some extra lines, but I don't have it on this hand. That's really interesting. Check your hands out, guys. Who's got a double X? Leave a comment. Only 2% of people have red hair. You would not think that was that rare. And only 2% of people have blonde hair as well. It's because everyone's blonde hair's dyed these days. Single palm crease. Definitely not. Double eyelash row. Do not think I've got that. Ambidextrous. Unfortunately not. I've always thought that'd be really cool though. So we're down in like the 1% now. Clasping hands. What does clasping hands mean? I could do that. What are you talking about? Here we go. Less than 1% of people have a small hole near their ear. And less than 1% of people have a negative blood type. I have no idea what blood type is. Don't think I've got an extra rib. No one's told us anyway. Heart on the right side. And then less than 1% of people can touch their... Less than 1% of people can touch their elbow with their tongue. Can't get... No. Can't get anywhere near. Well, we've got a few wanted.
How old am I?
14 years old.
Yep, that's correct.
Sebastian Storms will be 21 years old in 2030.
Actually, Google got that incorrect. I'm actually 30 years old. I forgot to change right. I'm just getting it all incorrect. Maps I find weird. Well, once I started like YouTube, once I started like a YouTube channel was when I was like 9.
Weird. This map of the world, according to Anaximander, from 610 BC, he is considered one of the founders of geography. So basically, the Mediterranean's somewhat accurate, and everything else he's just kind of winging it. Hang on, he's considered one of the founders of geography, and he's forgot to shove in the Americas? What's that? America wasn't discovered yet. Fair enough. Population of the UK is split into 4 equal quarters. Okay, that's very interesting. So it's obviously just showing how populated the south is. I think London's included in the green. We've got 17 million in each. I live in the yellow bit.
Actually, I think some of London is in red and some in green.
Always mental when you remember how much of the UK population just lives in England. So it's 53 million in England, 3 million Wales, 1.8 million Northern Ireland, and just 5 million Scotland as well. Castles of the British and Irish seas. Oh, enhance. Let's see how many I've been to. Oh, what an epic map this is. So I've been to Edinburgh Castle. Yeah, that's really unreal. I've been to Lindisfarne, Holy Island. That's another really cool castle. Oh, look at this, look at all of this. Ooh. Tower of London, yeah, we've done the Tower of London. And then I think that's probably it. I have driven past this one in Wales. There's so many cool castles I need to go visit. I've not been to any of these in Ireland. The smart kids made this one. Oh, that's a nice looking map. They must have used stencils though, right? Can we spot any errors? The UK flag does look a bit chunky around Scotland, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and they definitely got lazy with the Sri Lanka flag. Whoa, countries that have lost their citizens in the 9/11 attacks. That is mental. You would not think that the amount of victims would be that globally diverse. I know it's a serious map and all, but what's New Zealand doing up there? I'm sorry, I needed to point it out. Counties where a president of the United States was born. Okay, so it is...
Two counties in my state had one president, but I think the Ohio meme is getting more true because 7 presidents were born in Ohio. Because there was one, we have 2 presidents, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with only 1 president. 1 president is the red, 2 is the blue, and 4 is the yellow. Yes, Dorothy, you're running.
Over on the east, and if we enhance, 4 presidents were all born in this little tiny area. Where is that? Massachusetts, apparently. I wonder what's responsible for the slightly higher odds. Location of sites related to methamphetamine production. Do you know what? Czech Republic are going mad for meth. They talked about Czech Republic in the last season of Breaking Bad, and I guess this is the reason why. I got a 132 IQ on the National IQ test. It's probably the most accurate online test. How high is your IQ? Oh, this is an advert. I was reading it like, what's this got to do with the maps? Since Napoleon lost the Battle of Waterloo on this day in 1815, a gift of the full battle. Whoa, what is going on? Look at everyone, they're going, everyone's like ramming into each other. Everyone's being shot at. This is intense. I'm quite stressed, to be honest. Oh, they're all in amongst it. Can you imagine how scary that must have been, being right in the thick of it there? What Germany is called around Europe. In the UK, it's called Germany. In Germany, it's called Deutschland. In Poland, it's called Niemcy. There we've got Nemeko, Nemozozag, Nemesia, Nejamaka, Germania, Alemanga, Alemania, Alemania, and up in Scandinavia, Tyskland. Oh, and then the historical origins are colour coordinated because you can see the regional patterns. Oh, that's delightful. The most common last name in every country. Right, well, I know that the UK and the US is both Smith, but I don't know many others. Oh, Canada's Smith as well, and yeah, UK is Smith. Ireland's Murphy, interesting. Jensen for Denmark, De Jong in Netherlands, Müller Germany, Martin France, Garcia for Spain, Garcia for Andorra, is it Garcia for, no, Hernandez for Mexico, Lopez for Guatemala, this is so interesting. Oh, Gonzalez, Rodriguez, Garcia again,
Target hit.
Dun 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 dun. Dorothy. Hi.
Karunzia. Whoa, Madagascar's most common last name is This is incredible. Alright, heading to Asia. Oh, Wang for China, Ivanova, Kim for Kazakhstan, Kim for Uzbekistan as well. This is very interesting. What about Australia then? Smith again. Smith's all over. And New Zealand. The big 5 world regions. So this is the 5 biggest religions. I'm assuming red's Christianity. Yeah, Christianity really took over. Islam's got a big chunk of Northern Africa and the Middle East. Hinduism still going strong in India. Buddhism takes over a lot of China and these parts of Asia. And then Judaism is still on there. Where's Judaism? Oh, it's right there in Israel, isn't it? It should be the big 4, really, let's be honest. The triple border. This is not a map. What's this doing here? This is a photograph. But yeah, it is really cool to see the borders of Brazil, Paraguay and Argentina. Just this little river. I want to go to a country border. I think the only country border I've ever gone through is Scotland to England, and that's just boring. I was wearing a towel that was patterned to look like a kilt. I was about 9 years old at the time. I had a great time on the day, but I want to go to this one. Private jets are 5 to 14 times more more polluting than commercial planes per passenger and 50 times more polluting than trains. And here we can see that the UK is responsible for a lot of pollution, as is Germany. It is a shame how common private jets are, isn't it? Like, I understand that certain high-profile people need security, and from that perspective, it maybe makes more sense. But surely there's a balance. Couldn't you still just have, like, luxury private rooms? So then you can have, like, 10 different groups on a posh plane instead of just one. Share of the world's population in each equatorial and meridional quadrant. I do not know what meridional means. But once again, it just shows how incredibly populated Asia is. 73% of the population in this 25% compared to 9, 5 and 13 elsewhere. Brazilian passport strength. Okay, this is interesting. So Brazilians do not need a visa to visit any of Europe or any of South America. That's pretty cool. But for everywhere else, you need to either apply for one or provide one when you get there. Influence of Arabic on different languages. Europe. So 900 words in English derived from Arabic, which is pretty high. 700 in French, 1,000 Portuguese, 4,000 Spanish, just 100 in Greek, and then of course 6,400 Turkish. That makes sense. The Japanese Empire at its height. So back in the early 1940s, they occupied South and North Korea, a bunch of China, so much of Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, even Burma. Cats or dogs in Europe. That's interesting. See, I mean, I like both, of course, but if I had to choose one as a pet, I would choose dogs. Generally, you can have a stronger bond with a dog, but interestingly, it looks like slightly more cats. But I like both, I reiterate.
Confusion in
Europe,
the doggy.
1933. Okay, this is probably going to be sad. Jewish population in 2015. So is this literally because of World War II? Was the population just never able to recover to what it previously was? What parts of Europe?
Is this sophomore story okay? Or a cream-filled slider of happiness?
Europe are taller than Mulleon, Denmark's highest peak. A lot of Europe. That just shows how low down Denmark is. It also shows that kind of these lower Mediterranean countries must have an average higher surface level, which I never knew before. I guess that makes sense with them being ocean around. Does that make sense? I don't know. What percentage of Europeans trust the news? Oh, so in the UK it's down to 34% now, which, yeah, it makes sense. There's so much that happens in the world that the news choose not to show, and so many stories that they do show can be definitely seen and perceived in a totally different narrative to the way that they're implying. It's interesting that Republic of Ireland has more face within the news than the UK. I also wonder why Finland is so much higher than everywhere else, but I mean, it's pretty depressing, that, isn't it? That generally speaking, almost every country on here, half of the people just don't trust the news anymore. Funny and oddly named towns and villages in countries of the Americas. Okay, enhance. So let's pick out some interesting ones.
Hunting Colorado.
We've got Stone, Moose Jaw, St. Louis to haha with exclamation point, Tildo, Balls Creek, Intercourse, imagine living in Intercourse. Instead of people in select countries who are proud of their country's empire, think their empire made their colonies better off, and would like their country to have an empire. So they're pretty low gender, which is good. Apart from in the Netherlands, 50% of people, seems a bit dodgy, percent of people thinking former colonies are better off because they were...
How much hair are you shedding?
Yes to that.
You are shedding a lot.
But the UK is undeniably financially in a stronger position. Speaking, almost every country on here, half of the people just don't trust the news anymore. Funny and oddly named towns and villages in countries of the Americas. Dildo, Balls Creek.
Saints Kingdom Dory.
Good. Netherlands, 50% of people seems a bit dodgy. Percent of people thinking former colonies are better off because they were colonized. See, I would answer yes to that one. I'm not saying I'm proud of the British Empire at all, but the UK is undeniably financially in a stronger position because of the control that it previously had. So I would actually say that these numbers should be higher for that one, but maybe I'm misunderstanding something. Percent of people wanting their country to have an empire is generally pretty low, but still, that is a concerning number of people. You know, that's like 1 in 5 people you walk past in the street. It's a different kind of empire for the one full of slaves. It is concerning that anyone would want that. Whoa, an animated map showing NO2 pollution in the Mediterranean, clearly showing the shipping routes that crisscross the sea. So it's basically following the paths that boats do, and therefore showing how much pollution boats cause.
got your jammers ready. I'm gonna get my jammies on.
My hand in front of me. Hi, Dorothy. You got to experience with me.
While waiting on a plane during taxi till takeoff, looking out the window, you may have noticed the giant number numbering the runway, say 8, which implies 7 others exist, at least. But this is a flight out of LOL Airport in Nevada's Desert of Nothing. There's only 2 runways, which, given the passenger load, seems like maybe one too many already. What's the deal with runway numbers, you might wonder aloud? Oh, hello again. Flying to Nook as well, are you? It is a long flight, so there's tons of time for me to tell you all about runways. Let's begin. So, before you can number a runway at an airport, you need to build the airport. And before you can build the airport, you need to plan the port. And what needs figuring first is which way to run the way. Pilots want runways with winds in parallel for physics reasons that we are going to skip, both because lift physics is something people really like to argue about, and this isn't a physics video. Yeah, I'm recording a runway video right now, hope you don't mind. But the summary is planes take off and land into the wind because it lets them use less runway and makes for safer and stabler landings in particular. Now, planes can land with winds unaligned, but it's unsettling to watch these crosswind attempts as pilots do their best to face into the wind while landing on a runway that does not. Oof. So airports too want winds running with the runway, but the universe is indifferent to human desires. Why does it want? So the simple solution in aviation early days was to build a triangle of runways, put up a little windsock, and direct the pilots to the runway that paralleled the sock and thus the wind. But as aviation grew, so did airplanes, and thus their runways, making the triangle trick impractical for big urban internationals. But the simple sock still solved it. See, if you record when and which way the windsock blows, and with what wind force, you've grown yourself a windrose, a clever little data viz tool with the sock in the center of compass points for orientation and bars colored in size for strength and frequency of wind. Though it reads opposite actually of everyone's expectations, with the lines showing the way the wind blows from and not to. Physics stuff just loves to opposite actually. Let's just agree to avoid physics for this video, shall we? Wind roses, reverse readings aside, they reveal
learning about stuff.
Most of the time, most of the wind mostly blows back and forth in one direction. So that's surprisingly convenient. Thanks, Indifferent Universe. Oh, you did it for other reasons? Well, still, this convenient wind happens because wind is a current of air, transporting heat from where there's more to where there's less. The Earth is blasted by the nuclear heat of the sun, with the equator getting hit hot hardest, making hot air rise there as it cools out along the edge of space before coming back down, creating a big-scale convection current that repeats in a pattern all up and down. And because the Earth is a sphere that spins, those cylindric convection currents of air on the surface twist clockwise north of the equator and counter below. This is the Coriolis effect, creating coiled currents of air everywhere, which is cool, but also physics trying to sneak back into the video, and this isn't a physics video. All that matters is this creates the pretty stable pattern of trade winds, and if you're planning a port, you need only know which way does the wind mostly blow. Though at some locations the wind rose reveals 2 frequent directions of wind, so if you want to constantly and safely keep open the airport, you're going to need to run a second way. This is why many airports have an X or V layout like LOL. They're not necessarily doing double the traffic of a one-runway port, but rather have double the chance of crosswinds when the tower will need to reroute pilots toward the other alignment for safer landings. And once you have 2 of something, you need names or numbers. Sure, you could just go with run 1 and run 2, but pro tip, try never to use the very first thing that comes to mind without giving it a bit of a ponder first, and the wind rose reveals a better way with the compass points, which form a circle of 360 degrees, starting at 0 north, east 90, south 180, west 270, and back to north makes it 360 as well. These compass degrees come from ships of the seas, because captains and quartermasters, when in the vast, featureless nothing, could still count on their compass to point toward the North Pole, assuming no iron hooks happen nearby, and with north as a fixed navigational point, could then communicate their heading with names broadly, east-southeast, or numbers precisely, helm to 108. Quite handy. So it's no surprise these compass headings got passed from sea ships to airships. Thus, on the Windrose devised plans for any airport, the runway is already aligned with navigational numbers begging to be used. But before grabbing the obvious one, again, ponder for a moment. The runway points from the perspective of the port toward the plane. The rather more important heading to use is from the plane's perspective approaching the port, which on the plan is at the opposite end actually, because it's what number matches the compass in the cockpit that's critical. Alright, this needs a couple of example airports. Take one with a north-south runway. When the wind blows from the north to the south, the tower directs pilots to approach from the south, meaning they need to point the plane north, which on their compass is a heading of 360 degrees. So let's put a big 360 on that end for now. When the winds reverse, the tower directs pilots to approach from the north, to fly south, which reads 180, so let's put a big 180 on that end as well. Now that we've got our heading numbers, the convention is to round them to 10 and cut off the 0 for the runway number, because we don't need 3 sig figs of precision when airports have single-digit numbers of runways, and the very stressed air traffic controllers in the tower need to repeat precisely these numbers hundreds of times a day, so saving syllables here really matters. Thus, when the tower tells the plane to use runway 36, the pilot knows they need to get south of the airport to land facing north, and while there are like a million indicators in a cockpit, the pilot can always confirm they're doing it right by reading 360 on their ancient ancestors' compass. This low-tech check is useful as a fallback because a compass can see the way even when eyes and other equipment cannot. As a 2-runway example, an airport with a perfect ordinal X would get numbered thusly. Northwest to southeast gives 315 for one end, because that's the way the pilot needs to point, and 135 at the other. Round to 10 for 320 and 140, then drop the zeros to get runways 32 and 14. On the other side, 225 and 45, round to 10 again, drop the zeros for 23 and 5. Now, when the towers talk to the pilots, they say each digit individually, so runway 23, because clarity here is critical, which is also why the font and exact size of these digits is standardized worldwide. Though there are disagreements between the abundant aviation agencies as to if single-digit runways like 6 should have a leading 0 for clarity, or if that leading 0 should only be in our hearts, which it shouldn't be. Anyway, that's the surprisingly good system behind numbering these numbers, which is always a delight to discover, unlike some other numbers I could mention, though there are a couple of wrinkles. For think about it, if the
Check out this sale you'll love at Best Buy.
If the wind mostly blows back and forth in most places, then most big, busy, urban, international airports will need multiple runways in parallel. But parallel runways have the same heading, thus the same number under this system, which would be unclear for pilots to say the least. So all the agencies assembled to agree. If you have 2 parallel runways, they will have the same number, but add an L or an R for left and right. If you need to construct a 3rd runway, add a C for center too. But with 4 or more, 2 runways will get the correct heading number with L and R, but the others, they're going to get the next closest numbers, but not exactly correct numbers, which is practical, I suppose, but also, it's all slightly misaligned. It's big airports, like, it doesn't line up. Like, just try not to think about it, okay? Just try not to think about it. Oh, we're landing at Nook already? Wow, flights fly fast when you're flapping about flying. Time to put this knowledge to use. Our compass heading reads 42 degrees, so round to 10 for 40, cut the 0, and we'll be landing on runway 04. And since there's only 1 runway at Nook, it'll be perfectly aligned. No doubt about that. Oh, it's 5, not 4. How embarrassing. I guess I need to delete this video now. Hey, why are you painting a new runway number? You do that every few decades? That must mean... Oh. Runway numbers depend on where the North Pole is, and so watch out! There's a geography video inside this video called Where is the North Pole Really? Okay, to find the North Pole, remember that the Earth is a sphere that spins. Oh, sorry, we already went over that. We draw a line about which this spin occurs and name each end the North and South Pole. Starting with these poles, we clever humans created a square-ish coordinate system for our spherical Earth, the detailed creation of which I'm going to skip because that's a physics story for a never time that took hundreds of years and needed lots of clocks. And to make it official, the London rules and Paris rules. But anyway, this grid is what every modern navigational system uses to get around with the GPS, global positioning, coordinates it gives. But if you were to use your GPS to direct you to the North Pole so that you could experience the planet rotating you in place as the stars circled overhead and you pondered the scale of the indifferent universe and your tiny, tiny existence within it, if you took out your compass to double check that the GPS got the spot right, the compass points you over the horizon toward another North Pole. What gives compass? Well, what did you expect? A compass is a magnet, and magnets follow magnetic fields. That's like their only thing? It's not a math magnet. Your magnet compass will take you to the gigantic magnetic field spewing forth from inside the Earth. So there are two North Poles, one for math and one for magnets. I mean, I guess if you want to be technical about it, there are three North Poles because the magnetic field the North Pole of a magnet points to is the South Pole of the Earth's magnetic field because opposites attract. But look, we're just going to ignore that because this isn't a physics video and there's been enough "oh, it's the opposite" actually already. And yes, I know you can define more norths, but we're moving on. There are two norths, math and magnets. The compass points to the magnetic north and the GPS points to the geographic north. They don't have anything to do with each other, but for navigation humans have used both. One isn't better than the other, though math/geographic north is now often called true north, which feels a bit like humans picking the new one as their favorite one. Oh, and ships of the seas have stopped using the old magnetic north and now navigate with GPS using the true north, even modern pirates, but planes and pilots still love the traditional magnet north. And we can stop thinking about this because they're pretty close anyway. Although, isn't that kind of weird just how close the unrelated poles are on a planetary scale? Earth just so happens to have a giant magnet that sort of, but not quite lines up with the planet's top and bottom. In a different universe, are these things secretly related? And still, why would runway numbers change just because they're pointing at the magnet one, but not the math one? Oh no, there really is an unavoidable physics video inside this geography video, and it's called Magnets. What's your deal? Okay, we really can't cover everything about magnets because it's just...
Get your photos off your phone and get 40% off everything with
We can use a candy ray.
Cats really know how to do less. More like your cat. Try Outstretch by Fresh Step.
I used to be really bad at geography, but then 4 months ago I made this video because I made a conscious decision to start trying to learn more geography stuff. So eventually, about 4 weeks after that video, I successfully learned all 197 countries of the world, and then after that I learned all 50 states in America. From there I learned all 48 counties in England. Then eventually I learned all 197 flags of the world, and most recently I learned all of the US state flags as well. So my geography skills are still far from amazing. It's a very superficial knowledge that I've got. However, I do know a lot more than I used to, and that's why in today's video we'll be reacting to 10 minutes of Jack Sucks at Life failing at geography. Unconstable LC has put a montage together because I have said so many stupid things over the last couple of years of playing GeoGuessr. Alright, this is going to be really embarrassing. Here we go, let's hear me say a bunch of really stupid things. Please, I'm so stressed. Oh, we found our flag. I don't know. It's Ghana. That's the Ghana flag. I know that now. It's really obvious. It's actually quite a famous flag. And I'm ashamed that this idiot did not know it. They have similar colours to the Mexican flag. No. No, they do not have similar colours to the Mexican flag. Well, you know, red and green. But it is the other way, and it's missing the yellow. There's no... or the uploader has added in extra little bits just to prove that I'm an idiot. Ghana definitely has the same colours as the Mexico flag. I was young. I was foolish. I have learned the error of my ways. Please leave me alone. Where is Ghana? Oh, for God's sake, now I can't even find Ghana. It's there, Jack. It's literally right in front of you. Is it in Africa somewhere? Is it in Africa somewhere? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. I think it's the capital of an African country. I didn't even know it was its own country. I thought it was the capital of another country. Okay, once again, we've got some flags. Right, so I think that's United Arab Emirates. Or maybe it's Kuwait. But I think that's just the United Arab Emirates flag. Recognised. Hang on, that one's in my brain somewhere. I've seen that one. Come on, Jack. All I'm thinking is Russia. Right, this was from the custom map that someone made for me, Jack Sucks at Flags on GeoGuessr. I kind of want to really quickly just do that map now and get like a good score, just so I can redeem myself. Here it is, I found it. So yeah, it is over a year old now, and apparently I actually managed to get a decent score, but it took me 41 minutes, which is a really long time. Okay, here we go, let's redeem ourselves. Have a little look about, where's our flag? .sg, so I'm assuming that's Singapore. So if it's Singapore, then we don't even need to find the flag. Let's just go straight to Singapore, which is down here, and we'll go right in the centre.
Don't just sneeze on me.
6.7 miles away. Play the...
Don't just sneezed on me.
She just did what?
Sneezed on me.
Sneezed on you. Dorothy, you're sneezing on him.
Next round. Okay, there's our Ghana one. Right, so it's not Mexico, it's not the capital of Zimbabwe, it's Ghana, which is just here, and I guess we'll go there. It doesn't matter if we're not on the right now, it was the other one, but at least we found Ghana.
Go get my computer and look up that house. It's on for sale by Graham. If I can find it. Oh, that's
We're in a second this time.
board.
Okay, next flag, where is it? Oh, there it is. Sure, I recognise that flag. It's been like 3 weeks.
Don't recognise it!
And I'm not like being keeping it daily or anything, so I think I've kind of forgot. No. It's Lesotho. It's Lesotho. It's come back to me. Yes, because the way I remembered it was because it was a guy called Les in a dress. Because that looks like a dress. Easy. Yes. 800 yards away. Next round. Here we are. Oh, we've got USA, and then we've got that flag, and then also this one. Is it Puerto Rico then, or something like that? I think that might say Puerto Rico. I'm gonna try for Puerto Rico, but I'm not confident on it. I will be honest. We'll plonk ourselves there. Yes, nice. 1,000 yards away. It was Puerto Rico. And then our final flag is... Oh, it's this one from the video. So I am assuming it's United Arab Emirates. We'll plonk ourselves in Abu Dhabi. Guess. It was Dubai. But it was United Arab Emirates, so we got all of the countries correct this time. And it took us 3 minutes instead of 41. So that's some progress. Anyway, back to the video. That's Andorra, isn't it? It's a Portugal flag in a previous GeoGuessr video, and people really ripped into me. And I feel like the flag didn't look like that. I'm gonna go in Lisbon. No, nothing like the Portugal flag, Jack. This is the Portugal flag. This is the Andorra flag. Nice one, Portugal. We're gonna plonk ourselves quite central. Actually, no, not too central because there's all these hills. These could be hills, so we will go there. Look at me, like looking for the hills in the complete wrong country. There, guess. Not the Portugal flag, it's the Andorra flag. Did you know that was the Andorra flag? How did you know that? When did you learn that? Why did you learn that? I learned it in my Can I Learn All of the Flags of the World series, Jack Sucks at Geography. I advise you to do the same. Kind of looks like France, but that's not the French flag. Where are we? I couldn't see that one. What was that? What is that then? Blue with a line? I don't know. It looks like the Bahamas or something. I can't really see it properly. Turkey. I might go Turkey. Let's not go Turkey. Why not? Let's go in Istanbul. Why not? Guess. Where was it? Worst day of my life. Oh, of course. It was the flag of Curacao. I've not learned that one. Obviously, the UN doesn't consider this one its own country, so it's not on my list of ones that I've learned. Alright, I can guarantee that you did not know that was the flag of Curacao.
I did.
He's got me. I did know it wasn't the flag of Turkey, though, Jack. That's the flag of Turkey. I knew that was the flag of Turkey. Well, the statue looks Asian, doesn't it? So it would be somewhere that tourists from the west would go to, because they look like they're from the west. So it could be like, what am I going on about now? You're like Thailand. Can we see the flag? What flag was that? There's the flag. What's that? I can barely see it. Is it Iceland? There's the Iceland flag. I just can't see it well enough to make an informed decision.
Blue, white, blue.
Is it Laos?
Blue, white, blue.
Maybe? I'm gonna go Philippines, and I'm gonna plonk myself up.
That is not the Philippine flag. No.
Well,
you could just...
That could have gone better. We were...
Rejected. Rejected. Declined. Decline.
Have I learnt the Cape Verde flag? I feel like I haven't. I have, to be fair. I'd forgotten that one. That's a bloody hard one, that one. I don't blame this little cheeky fella for not being able to remember that one. Hey, there's the cheeky fella. It's the Albania flag, the scary one. What did Past Jack think it was? The one we had in a previous round. Are there any other clues? Opera. More flags over there. It's quite a scary flag, that one. Yes, it is, Jack. You're not wrong. I think that could be the first time I ever said that. Bhutan, and I don't... Bhutan! Why is he calling it Bhutan? Let's click right in the middle. And
You
guess.
are
It was Albania. That was a great guess, that one. Not keeping us on track to beat our previous. There's our flag. Give me the big fat. There it is, there it is. Alright, we've got Morocco, I think. No, Montenegro. I might be about to make the same mistake that this Jack made, because this isn't that long ago. I can tell from my dyed hair. Montenegro? Is that a Montenegro flag? But it's Morocco, isn't it? Yeah, it is Morocco. Why not? So we're going to go in the capital. I really can't see this being correct, but hey, you never know. Can I have a castle? Is there a castle anywhere? I think really stupid guess this one. Yeah.
Very stupid guess.
Yeah, it was Morocco. Africa, yeah. And Africa came all 3 out of the 2 rounds. Don't worry, Jack. We have now learnt Africa. Don't panic anymore. Flags in the boats. Is that what's going on here? This one wasn't great. But this is Trinidad and Tobago, which is not in Africa. It's in the Caribbean. So this is the flag, isn't it? It's red with a white and black stripe through the middle, and you can see it there again. I have seen this flag before, but it isn't one of the flags that I've learned. I'm gonna go in Niger. Why not? Jeff, go on. Oh, brilliant news. What a sad video this was. I was like 4,000 miles away from every single answer. Trinidad and Tobago. God, this is hard. Hey, there it is. Ooh. Not the Ghana flag, is it? I can't remember this one. I'm a bit scared about it. It's like the Ghana flag, but it's missing the star in the middle. I think it might be Gambia. What did Past Jack say it was? Just Ethiopia, maybe? Yeah, why not? I'll give it not Ethiopia. Yes.
Its liquid gel formula gives you high impact shine and multi-dimensional fade-defying color up to 8 weeks. Preference by L'Oreal, chosen by millions of women. Come was it?
What the heck is that for number? Time stops, Toby. Very much. Time stops.
What are you doing, Dottie Dot? What's Sebastian and Dorothy up to in here? Did you eat your marrow bones?
I see one.
Uh-oh, you didn't eat your marrow bone? Can you get it? There you go. We'll see if she can eat it. Eat your marrow bone. Eat your marrow bone, buddy. Eat your marrowbone. Eat your marrowbone, sweet pea.
First up on today's show is a real Romeo and Juliet story. The future Mr. and Mrs. Spacely Sam and Asteroid. Come on, we gotta get over to the studio before it's too late. You know, if that last couple had only battled it out on camera, it might have added a little interest to this tired show. Yeah, when she decked it with that 1-2, it could have made the fight of the week. Trouble with this stuff, it's so predictable. If there be anyone who can give a reason why this couple should not be joined in holy wedlock, let him now speak. I got a couple hundred good reasons. Not nearly as many as I do. How can you marry Mr. Bond? What do you mean, Bond? Why, you little space shrimp? What about you, all-right? Hey, throw those guys out. Are you kidding? This has the makings of the fight of the century. Mr. Spacely, Mr. Cogswell. Stay out of it, Jensen.
Daddy, I'll never forgive you for this. Never. Come on, Sam.
Hey, where are they going? They can't do that. Get up.
Baby, the next case will be you. I assume that you are the plaintiff, young lady. What seems to be the problem?
My father and his uncle. They won't let Sam and me get married.
Yeah, they're trying to break us up.
Stein, Princess, come back here. I take it you are the defendant?
This man, what daughter hasn't met my nephew?
His puppy nephew has seduced my daughter into marriage. Please, one at a time. You may proceed.
Your Honor, my father thinks Sam isn't good enough to marry me, but he's really a fine young man.
Is it not? Sam is a talented executive at Spacely's Rockets. They've asked my trusted employee here, George Jensen.
Would you agree with that statement?
Well, Your Honor, go ahead, George. Tell the truth. Well, he's brought some new and very interesting ideas to the Spacely's Rocket.
See, Dad? I love him. We want to get married.
Well, Princess, is it really that important?
It means everything to me.
If you really feel that way.
Sam, if you marry this girl, I'll fire you.
Too late, Spacely. He quits. He's working for someone who recognizes young talent.
Oh, no, you don't, Cogswell. You're not gonna pirate my executive staff. I'm doubling his salary. Mr. Spacely, stay out of this, Jensen. I'll triple your salary.
You can't take my son-in-law away from me. I'll give you a vice presidency and a liberal range.
I'm sorry, Uncle Cosmo, but I don't feel you appreciate the contributions I've made today. Like stepping up Sprocket production. You turned up the volume? And trimmed the fat an accountant. You pulled the plug on the accountants? I think you're right, Sam. I won't stand in your way.
Our rule that no grounds for the denial of this wedding exists.
Great. If you'll all just come back with me to my show, we'll continue with the ceremony.
You're out of order. I'm marrying this couple right here.
I object, Your Honor.
Objection overruled. Get back to your own show. I hear it needs an audience. By the power vested in me by the Intergalactic Broadcasting Network, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Yes, indeed, Spacely. Not only didn't I lose a daughter, but I gained a son who knows the inner workings of Spacely's Rocket.
Jensen! Gee, Mr. Spacely, how much did Sam know? He was only with us for one day. Don't try to call me Jensen. I know who you is. I'm talking to his daughter. He gained another 8,000 new vice presidents.
Where you going?
Outside.
Huh?
Walking out of the bedroom to the bathroom.
Oh, you're in the bathroom. Okay.
Don't ever wear this to court if you want to win your case. Number 1, athletic wear. Just because tracksuit has the word suit doesn't make it the same. Dress to impress. Number 2, tattoos and piercings. You know you're super judgmental and pretend everyone in court is her. It's my puppy. Heavens, he's a degenerate. Cover with clothes or makeup as best you can. Number 3, messy hairstyles. The courtroom likes this, not this. Don't ever wear this to court if you want to win your...
What is the weirdest thing a complete stranger has done to you? I got on the bus and a drunk guy tried to hand me a beer and I was like, nah man, I'm good. And then he handed me $1 and said, I saw that guy took your $1. That's really fucked up. And I was like, the bus driver? Just once, I want the opportunity to dramatically swipe everything off a table to make room for a giant map that I'll use to explain the plan. HR in my work just called me.
So actually I did see a lot of photos. Face, creepy doll, like nose, button area. Oof. I've seen that photo and it just jump scared me. And also I've seen that photo. Music, something like that. Ooh. Oh. Mama. Well, there's just a bunch of, like, creepy stuff that, like, creators make, but also there's like other creators that got like make content that are like good, scary content, but also sometimes just bad, scary content. Like Mr. Bowen, we saw him down below this video that I'm now watching. Perfect channel.
Summer's not over. Whoa, 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 whoa. Until the turtles sing.
Smooth. These are the scariest videos on the internet, like... Okay.
Freaking weird.
Oh, wait, what? Are you... What is that?
Its head was like yellow.
Yeah, never going down there again.
Don't.
Wait, what the? What?
Yeah, what?
No! If I looked in the sky and saw that, I swear down I would go hide in a hole.
What the frack is that?
Oh my gosh. These are scary. What is living in your tap, mate? I was watching Haunting of Hill House when I noticed something strange.
What?
Okay.
Tell us.
What? Never seen it before? Oh my gosh! She's in your room! Oh. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! There's a snake coming out of the roof and onto your fan. It doesn't even care. It's getting hit by the fan. What?
Actually, a fun fact about it. I actually like snakes.
Everyone says don't take candy from a stranger, but I really don't care. Can I have a dum-dum?
Michael Myers?
Yay! Oh, there's not a lot left. Oh, I like the music.
I feel like he's gonna turn and do something at any moment. What the heck? What in the cursed name of towels is that? Why is he wearing socks in the bath? Oh no. Oh, imagine you're in school. No. If I saw that in the ceiling in class, I would be saying...
The first thing that I would do is that I would tell the teacher about that. Then I would be jumping out of the window.
No words. I'm walking out the room, never coming back to class. What the?
Why?
Why have you ordered a dressed up
monkey. Oh, what the heck, dude? Imagine going to get a house and they've put a freaking ritual summoning marker on the floor. Nah, some people have been up to some weird stuff here. Do not get this house, okay?
SpongeBob night.
SpongeBob. Okay.
Liam, come here. Liam, right now.
No, what is going on?
I'm calling your mom. Just stay right here.
What? It's rocking so violently. Oh my gosh.
Get away from him.
Now, mate, what is that?
Come on, guys.
What is that? Yeah, nah. Nah. Don't ever walk in those woods again. It's laugh. Both of us scared. That kid is never going to be friends with him ever again just for that laugh. And your 2-year-old got a sister for her undead doll. Oh my gosh, she actually loves her undead doll. Oh my gosh, she's got 2 undead dolls. Oh no. Nah, I'm sorry. I could not let my kid have dolls like that. It's too scary. What do you hate? What's going on? What the? Whoa! What? How do they bend that far back?
Yeah, we're good.
How did you catch so many wasps in a jar? You need to add protection around this glass, because if it gets knocked over, they're coming for you. Nah, what? Oh, you're flying with a cracked window? Nah, how is that plane allowed to take off? No way. No way am I getting on that.
I'm like scared.
the hell?
There is no one standing there.
What
but
the?
there's a silhouette.
Oh my
a
gosh.
shadow of a person.
Oh, what the? What?
Yeah.
Nah. I'd have to go and investigate. Why is there like smoke in the room? It's like the creepiest escape room ever. Just get me out of there! Nah. Imagine going to a toilet above a drop that big. I don't care if it's reinforced with metal, 10 layers of glass. There's no way I'm going to the toilet above that drop, okay?
You see another person that looks identical to you. Run away and hide.
Okay. Identical? Unless you're identical twins, I guess. Imagine seeing your face in the bathroom. Yeah, no thank you. Brick? What? What the? This is a giant furnace in the middle of the desert. What? Imagine you fell down there by accident. This is apparently a factory that someone used to work in. Build with chains. Not a haunted house. It's not a setup. This building literally exists. I feel like it's about to find skeletons somewhere.
Get out my will.
Your will? What are you talking about?
Space me since I'm too old for my job.
That's ridiculous, George. Mr. Spacely doesn't realize how valuable you are to that company.
It's not just Space Fleet. I might as well face it, Jane. I'm getting old.
Mom. What's wrong with Dad?
Oh, Elroy, my son. Let me look at you one last time.
You going somewhere, Dad?
Yes, Elroy? You might say I'm heading for that big black hole.
This is art. It's just basic ingredients. No, we don't eat our own supply.
If you just set out to build an electric car, that's all it will ever be. An electric car. But the Polestar 2 is something more.
So I made this video a week ago, how to fix the U.S. state borders. And I guess that was interesting to people. I think the biggest thing though is like, this really should be Wisconsin. Come on now, why does Michigan get both? Just for the visual, the aesthetic, for aesthetic purposes. Let's give it over. Move Long Island to New Jersey, or is that Connecticut, or make its own state. I mean, I guess you could. I don't know. A lot of people watched that, and it didn't really. I don't know. I guess some people were mad, but it was fun. So I continued to look around the internet, and I was like, well, someone do the same thing with Europe, and I couldn't find anything. So I'm like, oh no, I've got to be the one to do this. Problem is, I really don't want to do this. I mean, it's just like you're just walking in to make people angry. I'm sorry in advance. I'm just a stupid American. See, this other video was nice because I wasn't the one that made this. I was just, going off of someone else's creation. So hey, I mean, don't get angry. I'm just chilling. To be honest, I didn't really understand like where the anger would come from though. Like I'm just some random dude on the internet. Who cares about my opinion? But then like someone once suggested like Alabama loses this little thing along the coast. Okay, I was born in Alabama, and I felt really possessive. I don't even care. But I'm like, no, you do not take that from Alabama. Don't get that to Florida. That's not fair. I found myself like really starting to understand more things at that point. And hey, man, I get it. Okay, you're gonna get angry, and I understand. I'm sorry, but someone's got to make this stuff. So let's go ahead and trigger an entire continent, because why not? Just for fun. I've already done that so many times in the past. Now I'm gonna try to not be stupid, but it's gonna happen either way. I'm gonna look at this geographical map just to maybe get some ideas of what we could do to maybe help the borders a little bit. So let's go ahead and start with an easy one, or at least an easy one in my eyes. Sorry, Russia, but this is weird. The fact that Russia controls this little piece of land, we should do something else with that. Obviously, I realize that there's a bunch of cultural and economic, and there's so many different reasons why these borders are like this, but again, I'm just stupid. Let me walk into this trap. Again, this is purely off of aesthetics only. Give to either Lithuania or Poland, or reform the Lithuanian Commonwealth. I don't care, that'd be fun too. Next up, maybe let's do something fun with these islands. I don't know, why not, like, let's form like this island empire out here. Sorry to some of these countries. Not gonna give Sicily up, just because I feel like that would be a step too far. What if we form like a nation out of these guys? Island nation, cause why not? Island nation, cause why not? Okay, cool, nice start, I guess. Maybe let's continue with these little fun unions for now. Geographically speaking, Switzerland and Austria share a lot of similarities. They share the Alps, so
The eagle has landed.
Well, you have him in the corner, puppy dog. There you go.
Look at this cute doggy. Finally, she lay down.
There you go.
Finally. Wait, guys.